Sharing a message that was given by Vicky Adkins, shared on March 21st, 2022, and it's entitled Severe Changes. My people, sudden changes are set right before you. Startling changes that will dramatically and permanently change your way of life. You will look around you very soon and be amazed at the intensity of the changes. Life will end for many, and hearts will begin to fail, many because of the great fear and loss of loved ones, of friends and neighbors, of whole communities. There will be chaos in many places as people begin to panic and try to flee. There will be much murder and much stealing. People will kill strangers who mean them no harm simply for the sake of killing, much of which will be born out of fear. Guard and protect your children. The enemy has plans to steal them for evil purposes. Many parents are too casual about this and are not being the protectors and leaders in this hour. Children are being left unattended in homes, in their yards, on playgrounds, in stores, to name just a few locations. Parents are careless and children are being destroyed because of that carelessness. Rather than watching their young ones, many are watching their cell phones, or their TVs, or gaming, mindlessly scrolling through the internet, seeking self-gratification. They are trapped in the net that has sought and found residence in them, the net that has entered them. It is as an easy weapon of the enemy as it is entertaining, the internet. Get off of your phones. Get out of the TV. You allow your minds to be filled with the darkness of the world. While you sit in your comfortable chairs and lounge on your comfortable furniture, you think you're wide awake, but you are truly fast asleep. Where are your priorities? Where are your children? Who is watching them? Who is guarding and protecting them? Who is teaching them? Who is raising them? For those of you who have been negligent parents, I say to you, the enemy is watching your children. He is not protecting them. He is teaching them and drawing them to evil. He is showing them the delicacies of his world. He is turning their hearts and minds to darkness while you sit in darkness rather than coming into my light. You think they are safe, but they are not. You think you are safe and secure in me, but your negligence of the children I have entrusted to your care is evidence that you're not safe and secure in me. You are choosing darkness for yourself, and your children are the price you will pay if you do not wake up and repent. Many children have been stolen, sexually enslaved, abused, tormented, sacrificed to Satan, and killed because of the trauma they endured. Many have lost their sanity because the abuse and torture they endured. The loss of safety and parents' love was too much for them. Even this day, more children will be stolen, more lives will be broken, and more children will die. For those parents who have done their best to love, nurture, and protect their children from the hands of the enemy, but have had their children stolen, I say this. I know your broken hearts and your sleepless nights. I know your overwhelming grief and anger at what has taken place. I know the emptiness, the loss, the fear for your little ones and how it has consumed you. Many of you have tortured yourselves mentally and verbally, thinking you could have done more to prevent it. Many of you have watched as your marriages have fallen apart and your other children have been the casualties of your inability to cope with everything. Your emotional withdrawal has been the result. I know your pain. I want you to know that I see your children. I am the God of mercy. I am merciful. When I created your children, I saw their whole lives, just as I saw yours. I've heard you every time you've asked me, why has this happened? I've seen as many of you have turned away from me in anger, feeling that I have betrayed you, and I've watched as many of you have held on to me through it all. One day you will stand before me, and that lost child will be by your side. One day all of the torment will end. You can choose to let that end now. It is as easy as knowing that I am good. I am good. I see and hear and know everything. Do not think the price of your child's life will go unpaid. You cannot you cannot begin to imagine the depth, the totality of punishment the enemy will receive for what he has done to your little one. My promise to you is that it will be perfect in every way. So turn to me and rest. Leave all of your heartaches, your fear, your trauma in my care. Know that I am good, always. And to those parents who are asleep, careless, distracted, disinterested, neglecting their responsibilities to love, care for, nurture, and raise their children up in the fear of me, the Lord, I say it is past time that you wake up. I will hold you accountable for your negligence, but many of you will also suffer the consequences of your carelessness and poor stewardship by losing those little ones to the hands of the enemy. Some will literally be stolen from you, and some will be spiritually, mentally, and emotionally taken. Choose today what you will do. The grasp of darkness in the world is growing stronger and reaching farther than ever before. Your children, are being watched every day, and they are the target. Wake up! Put down the remote. Get out of the phones and engage. Teach your children about me. Find out what they're being taught. Draw them close to you. There's destruction coming to your nation very soon, destruction you have never seen in your lifetime. And when it appears, you will no longer be holding a remote, playing video games, scrolling through social media platforms, or looking for others' ways to enjoy a leisurely life. You will be looking for ways to survive and keep your family fed, safe, warm, and calm. This message to many of you may be the last warning you will receive. Many of you, as grandparents who are awake and aware, ask me to show and tell you what I want you to do about your grandchildren and even your adult children. Make preparations as best you can for what lies ahead. Many say only to trust in me and do nothing, but I say to you, seek me in this. I've told many of my children to make preparations in their homes. I told Noah to build the ark. I told Joseph to store the grain. I will tell you what to do if you come to me. Above all, stay close to me. Remember, I am the God of mercy. I am angry with the deaths, abuses, and tortures of my little ones. I am bringing judgment, and it will be swift and severe. Hold on to me. I will carry you through, but you must be repentant, alert, obedient, and humble. And in all of this, I charge you to remember, I love you. Father.